part of the university experience for many women in Britain is a constant fear of sexual violence. Emily Eisenberg can confirm. She's a first-year English student at the University of Warwick in Coventry. She says she knows female students who've been attacked on campus.
I haven't met a girl who hasn't encountered something on campus. There's like catcalling and comments, and then like there's groping, there's harassment, there's like full-on cases of rape and like date rape and being drugged and stuff like that. It's everywhere.
Shame on Warwick! Shame on Warwick! Shame on Warwick! Shame on Warwick!
For months, Warwick students have been protesting against what they are calling rape culture. Emily is one of the organizers. She's had her share of bad experiences. One occurred in her dormitory's kitchen during a party.
I had a close friend of mine who I completely thought I could trust. He ended up groping me in my kitchen, and after that he sent his friends a series of voice notes about me that they then played to me about like kind of how he was looking at my body and how he was so excited to come back to university so he could have his way with me.
The fact that you're afraid of everybody around you turning into this monster, somebody that could physically hurt you, it is a terrifying thought, especially living in mixed accommodation. And you're just afraid for your friends coming home at night. And it shouldn't be like that, especially on a campus. We're meant to be safe here.
The students are taking action against sexual violence in any form. They've made specific demands of the university administration. A small group has occupied the campus for about 2 months. They say all too often, culprits get off scot-free while victims don't get the support they need.
So the support services at the moment are very, very subpar. They're not doing what they should do. They're underfunded, understaffed. So we want to make sure that survivors have enough support after their incidents.
We would have liked to confront the university administration with the allegations, but a request for an interview was turned down. Instead, they issued a statement on the internet saying, "Our policy on sexual misconduct is clear. It will not be tolerated. The measures include improvements to street lighting." But the women say that doesn't go nearly far enough. Even if they have to stay in their tents and study for their exams in wind and rain, they will not budge until the administration agrees to all their demands.
So much of it is about attitude change because they just don't seem to take the crisis seriously. But we're also demanding like retraining of security, retraining of bouncers, and retraining of the staff who live in our buildings because they're not qualified to deal with this.
The problem is not limited to universities, of course. Soma Sarah first experienced sexual harassment as a teenager at a London school. She discussed it on social media. Her Instagram account gathered followers in droves.
I was immediately overwhelmed after sharing that story with messages from pretty much anyone I'd really ever met, all reaching out to me saying how much they resonated with my story, and also began sharing their own stories of rape and assault and harassment and misogyny.
So far, over 16,000 women and girls, including many students at prestigious private schools, have shared their experiences with her. The problem's by no means new, Soma Sarah emphasizes, but technology has given culprits new means to harm their victims.
Revenge porn, cyber flashing online, sexting coercion, or filming during intercourse without consent. So those are all examples. And I think social media kind of adds a whole different dimension to rape culture. It really exacerbates an existing problem.
Soma Sarah's initiative has sparked a debate. The Department for Education and the Home Office have gotten involved, and a school supervisory authority is investigating to see if schools are devoting adequate attention to the problem. Girls and boys have to be educated on the problem in primary school, says the women students at Warwick. The first task is to influence the attitudes of male students in their daily interactions.
It falls on the men to make sure that there's a responsibility to make sure that you can make the women feel safer on campus by doing basic things and picking up on basic cues.
Emily, the English student, has seen some initial progress.
People have been completely ostracised. They've dropped out of university because for the first time, like, boys are actually turning on their friends and like recognising the issue and disagreeing with what's going on.
Emily and her comrades are hoping their protest will be heard all across Britain. They have no doubt that such fears are everywhere, not just in their own university.